And even though the transfer rate will be a little bit slower, it'll be consistent and it won't burn itself up because it, slows that down. So yeah, that's a piece of advice. I think a lot of people are having problems with that. That's how you get around it. See, in areas like this, the grass is kind of laid down. It's not, well, yeah, it is. It is laid down. Pressed down, actually, right there. And right there. That could be anything, but just something I noticed as I was walking by. Most of it is just like that. It is just super dense. It'd be a bitch to hang a hammock in that. Some pine cones, pine trees. It's not something you really see back home. I need to remind myself that there was I guess you could call it a researcher up in the Smoky Mountains that I'd heard of. I guess you could call him that. Habituator, whatever term you want to use. There's not really much else to say about it. That lives up in the Smokies that I would like to meet. Very interesting sounding person. I need to remind myself. That's why I mentioned it. So I'll be watching the video and I'll be reminded to message my friend that told me about him and see if we couldn't figure that out. Because all the crystals are here. They're at home and I need to drive to get them. On top of that, the books that my friend sent me are also there. I'm very excited to read those. I have a lot of books, Bigfoot books and such like that. It wasn't really how I got started getting information though. I started off of forums and of course the BFRO website has a ton of accounts and things like that. I'm walking up through here and I'm noticing there's no deer or anything. I'm not sure if I picked a good place or not. Normally that's one of the biggest factors is like, what are they going to eat when they come into an area? Oftentimes that answer is deer, or the same thing that deer eat. There's nothing here. Or at least, maybe I'm ignorant. Yeah, I know I am. That's an interesting subject too, is how much do they actually eat? Because it may be so, but they've got some sort of understanding that they can get around the amount of calories that you would think that something that big would need. They figured some way out to get around that. Which, I realize it's, pretty much simple physics, but it's not. It's not by any stretch of the imagination, really, when you think about some things. But I guess that's another thing, too. There's a lot of fowl here. A lot of birds. If you're really good, you could probably catch one of those birds. No problem. I'm sure they could do it no problem if I think about it. I guess that answers that. It's definitely been an interesting run. These past few years, anyway. I was talking to my friend. So it's come a long way in just a couple of years. A lot has happened. A lot. I mean, with the babies, I can't even remember the last time I even got around to actually talking to somebody about that. That's probably one of the most fascinating experiences that I've had. And I've not got to mention that very much at all. This must be where it turns over. It's such a weird feeling walking in a completely new place where there's so much, like, I guess, contrast, I guess would that be the word for it? It's like this is wide open right here where the wide road is. But all of a sudden it's just super, super dense off to the side and you can't see anything. I guess that used to be a gate. Like that gate's been there so long. Yeah, that's what that is. The trees have grown up through it and they're like fused with it. So this road isn't anything new, I guess. I was wondering. And you can see that's just like a wall. Which way do I go? I'm pretty sure it's to the left. There's nothing either way. Yeah, she's messaged me, I think. Thank God. Yes. Highlight of my day. Do I can this is the first time ever being in the woods that for you, Sassy, I can just take pictures. I can take a picture right here and I can send it straight to you. I could take however many pictures I freaking wanted and send them right to you.